Welcome back to another C Designs woodworking video. Today I would like to talk French cleats, but it's a little bit different than what you think. When you think of French cleats, you're thinking about wall organization, and you see a lot of videos on YouTube these days about how woodworkers and even other types of shops are using French cleats to organize their tool wall. And those are great videos to watch. If you want to go see some of those, search French cleats. Today, I'm doing a little bit of a different type of review and tips and tricks on how you can use French cleats to hang signs, like I have this one. And on the back, I've actually cut a 45 to hold another 45, the French cleat system, and it'll actually slide up in there and hold it flush to the wall without having to use any type of hardware other than your piece of wood and some screws. But as I got to thinking about that, you're going to have to drill holes or put screws into your wall, which it can work, but as you put big screws or even small screws and you compromise that drywall, it could have a tendency over time, and these aren't very heavy, but the weight could, especially if it gets knocked or hit, it could pull those screws out of the drywall. And so then you also have to use some type of slug or something like that, and that's those little plastic pieces that you put into the wall, which makes a bigger hole in the wall. So I got thinking there's got to be something else out there that could help hold this sign on the wall without having to use this part of the French cleat system. So I got on Amazon and searched around to see if I could find a product that might work a little bit better than the French cleat whole setup system. Now, I am not a paid advertiser of what I found, and so I just want to throw that out there. I'm just giving this to you as some tips and tricks that might help you out. So what I found was the 3M claw system, and it seems like a pretty good system that will actually work in my situation. And it might not work in your situation, but what you have is these 3M claws is a plate with a little hook here, and on the back you can see they've got these little claws that will actually penetrate the drywall. And so what I've done is I've actually got a piece of drywall here, and I've already installed a couple of the clips into the drywall, and they're very easy. You can just push them in with your finger. It's not hard at all. You don't even need a hammer or anything. And so I put a level on them, got them nice and level, but they also come with these little sticky pads that you can help, it'll help you install it if you want to do it that way. You can stick those on the wall or stick them on the back of your sign or your picture and then stick it to the wall. I found that the level was a little bit easier because I'm putting two of them on to hold my sign. But once you get them installed, because I made that 45 French cleat for the sign portion of it, it just hangs on there and it's nice and tight. You can take it off, you can set it on. It seems very stable for what I'm going to be using it for. But then, you know, when you go and you want to take it off or remove it or anything, you don't have the big hole or a hole from the nail. And what does it do? When you put a nail in the wall, what happens? It moves around and the hole ends up getting bigger. But you can take these out, and all it's done is left two little slits right there in the drywall, and it's not going to take much patch to fill those holes, and you might even be able just to paint over it and not really even see the holes. And so for what I'm going to be using it for, this system seems like it's going to be a great system for what I need. Now, these also come in 15 pounds, 25 pounds, 45 pounds, and 65 pounds. Now, these signs, I've made them super lightweight, less than 15 pounds. That's going to be more than enough to hold my sign up. But like I said, I'm not a paid advertiser for this system, but I just want to throw it out there so that maybe if you're looking for something to hold a really nice sign that you've made, or even if you're looking for, for pictures or something like that, this might be what you're looking for. And I'm excited to try it out and see how it really works. But from my test piece, so far, I am very impressed by this system, and I think it's going to work out very well. Look how thin it is, like right up against the wall. It doesn't hang out. Those little brackets that you hammer into the back of your sign or your picture, it kicks it out from the wall and stuff. And so this is going to be, I think, a great option for me. But I just want to throw it out there as a tip and trick that you might be able to use. Take it or leave it.